Namaste, God and Goddess. What's great with you today, man? Today, this morning, if you haven't, check out that website, namastethug.com. I have a survey on there based on your chakras. Let you know by your physical behaviors what chakra need to connect with: your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plex. Most of us melanated men need to deal with our heart chakra being a lot more vulnerable and opening it up, our throat chakra, our third eye, and our crown chakra. This morning, I just want to kind of speak to you about meditation and the benefits of it. Meditation helps you to understand your spiritual aspect of yourself. That's why I call it spiritual fitness. We go in the gym, do tricep, bicep, traps, legs, everything else, but what are we doing to strengthen our spirit? And meditation helps you connect that spirit, mind, and body together, so now we're synchronizing as one. And you don't have to sit in a certain position where your legs cross and your hands touching each other. You have a sit meditation, you have a standing meditation, you have a laying down meditation. You can close your eyes and meditate. You can keep your eyes open meditating. A lot of times we close our eyes because we want to cut off outside stimuli that influences the brain in a particular way. So when we meditate, we just want to actually sit there and breathe in our nostrils and out our nostrils. And what this does is it puts in the prefrontal cortex of the brain. We're dealing with clarity, decision making, and it helps the left and right side hemisphere, which is the male and female side of the brain, connect with each other. When we breathe in our nose and out our mouth, that deals with the amygdala. That puts us in survival mode as if our life is in danger. So if we do that, with us having the neocortex, that stress can cause different type of hormones that we don't need within our body and give us anxiety, stress. It can kick in that schizophrenia and it can add to the depression. So I love to be outside much as possible. So this is only how meditation looks. I just sit here in the morning and allow myself to settle down. And what happens is this shows you how many different thoughts that we have, how often your brain switches. So if my mind is switching from this thought to that thought, how could I allow that to be the master of me? If we don't master our mind, we are a slave to it. So when we meditate, that gives us time to internally see truly what's going on. So just meditate with me for let's just go for a minute, because when we're first starting, when you start meditating, you might fall asleep because your body is not used to sitting still and just actually being present. It used to, most of the time when you sit still, you're falling asleep. So when I first started meditating, yes, I fell asleep. But if we continuously do it each day, your body becomes used to it and understand what's going on. Basically, it's almost like we're trying to change. We're training the animalistic part of ourselves. A lot of times they call it the monkey brain because a lot of times monkey does a lot of unnecessary movement, and sometimes we are the same exact way. We do a lot of unnecessary movement, so we learn to sit still, allow that body just to settle in. We're gaining a more control, showing the mind that we are the master and we're not the slave. Okay. Whatever thoughts come, you don't want to put no emotion to them. Just allow them to pass. Just imagine yourself being in the sky, and your thoughts are the clouds that's passing through. You don't own them, just the one watching them. Allow your body to settle down. Make sure we're breathing in our nostrils, out our nostrils. Filling up that belly button with air because we came in through that umbilical cord that's connected to our belly button. So you want to breathe into it and not believe into it. Be your breath and not your thoughts. And if you do find yourself caught up in the thought, just kind of smile and bring yourself back to that breathing. just sitting down, let that chair hold your weight. Give yourself permission just to relax and let go just for a few minutes. Every time we exhale, feel some part of our body just relax and release. Make sure you keep that back nice and straight. No, with no curvature in that spine. That's the information highway. Namaste. And simply, that's all it is. We're sitting and we're doing an internal inventory of what thoughts coming in, what thoughts going, but not we're not putting thought to it. We're just putting the light of awareness on and allowing it to pass. Because if a thought want to pass through, if we put our energy on it, which is our emotion, it kind of stops and stalls and stands there. But we just allow it to pass without putting our emotion on it, which is our energy. Energy is emotion, our energy, emotion. It will soon pass, and something else gonna come up, and something else gonna come up. You're like, wow, I have all these thoughts. You are none of those thoughts. You are just a spiritual being watching those thoughts. The blessing is that we are human and we're able to feel our feelings. And we have to feel our feelings to analyze the situation and see if they're real or they're not. Because the lower aspect of ourselves, it wants to push forward those thoughts that make us feel unworthy, that trigger lack, that trigger fear, that trigger separation. We are none of that. It's an illusion. Stay woke, stay conscious, and be aware of your thoughts. Namaste, namaste, thug. True heart on the God. Your wellness is your breath. Peace.